Good day everybody. I trust that you're all fit, ready and excited for TransCape. It's just almost a week to go now before the start here in George. We're all ready and excited, so we trust that you are also good to go. Now that you've received also your route files, I thought it a good idea just to give you a quick couple tips and tricks on what makes for easy and enjoyable GPS navigation. Because as you should all know by now, TransCape will be primarily GPS based for your route information, and all route markings really will just be supplementary and not the full route as maybe events in the past were. So a couple quick thoughts on GPS navigation. First and foremost, very obviously, you need a decent GPS unit. You can have a bike computer based unit, something like this. You can have a wrist-based unit. You get fantastic wrist-based units like Sunto, for example, that has a big screen and easy to follow route capabilities. So as long as the unit that you have has GPS track course capability, you are basically good to go. So if you've not got one decent unit yet, I really suggest some last-minute shopping. Secondly, make sure that you have a very good bike mount. It's really important. As you can see here, you sort of have one here that's front and center. Doesn't matter if it's a computer-based unit like this or if it's a wrist-based unit. Have a proper bike mount. It really makes it so much easier. You don't want to be going like this all the time trying to see something on your wrist. Thirdly, also a good idea always is to make sure that if you have a new unit, you take it for a test drive first. You really don't want to pitch up on the start line having never given your unit a quick test run. So even if you just load a quick route in and around the blocks by your house, it'll just give you that confidence to have just seen how the unit works and just how easy it is. So give it a quick test drive. Another good idea, get your settings right on your thing. Two or so crucial settings that I found really makes it easier is have your notifications on. So you want to be able to see your stuff like especially your off-course warnings. Most units, if you go off-course, it will within a couple meters give you an off-course warning, and then you know you've gone wrong. The other way to other good setting is to make sure that the height at which you view your route from is not too zoomed in. So you don't want to get your route and zoom in really much. Some units you can zoom in to 10 meters or 5 meters. It always just looks like you're off course then. So make sure, I found personally something between 30 and 50 meters works best, definitely, because you just want to see that generally you are on the route and that you're not heading off in a very wrong direction. Zoom in too much and it will just look like you're always off route, you know, and that's what you don't want. Lastly, just remember it's really fun and it's an easy thing to do to follow GPS routes. It's really not complicated at all. It's not meant to be something where you're actually driving and riding there and looking at your screen all the time. A little glance every now and again is more than enough just to make sure you can see any turn-offs coming up ahead, so that you don't speed past something and have to turn around and come back. So if you have those settings right, you can really enjoy the ride, enjoy the scenery, and not sit staring at your unit all the time. So really get out there, have fun. I think it's going to be a fantastic route waiting for you there. I hope the weather holds. It's been good so far. I will see you at the start line. I'll also be at race registration to help with any last minute issues around getting routes loaded onto your device. We'll have some tech support there. So if you don't get it right now, don't worry, we'll be able to sort some last minute issues out at race registration. Right, we see you all in just over a week's time. Looking super forward to it. Enjoy.